I heard on the Athletic podcast. Oh damn! When I was driving home, they were talking about this on the way home from school. But and then on this morning on the NBA show, link in the description, we're talking about this. But Jalen Green supposedly generating trade buzz. He's actually, according to Hoops Hype's global rating, the 61st ranked player in the NBA, having a great year under Ime Udoka. After I think the problem with Jalen Green is a combination of the G League Ignite and Steven Siles, just basically 4 years until Ime Udoka got here of terrible player development coaching where they just say, go out there and do whatever the heck you want. Figure it out, kid. And for a guy who, yes, we knew his potential was coming out. We always knew this. He was going to be a guy who was going to be very similar to Zach LaVine. That's no offense, okay? Like, he was a guy who's going to be able to get buckets. A guy that, solid player, but he was a big green. And we're hearing from ESPN Zach Lowe and people from the Athletic that Houston Rockets, who are seeking their first playoff berth, and they are loaded with picks, have good enough young players, and Green's averaging 18.5 points, 5 rebounds, 3.5 assists, and he's became more of a complementary piece than an actual main piece. So he's a guy that could surprise people and be traded. Now, what is Jalen Green's trade value? That's where it's hard. It's hard because I want to say he's a guy who has value, but at the same time, I don't know how much that is. Like, when I look at him, he's a young dude. He's still on a young contract. So you think, okay, easily a first round pick. And I feel that I seriously think teams like the Jazz, maybe even Orlando, the Kings, even contending teams could go ahead and try to get a guy like him over here. And I just think it could be a worthy investment because you get his bird rights and you can extend him cheap. So that is something that you're thinking like, oh, damn, I'll be able to extend him and he'll be able to, the Nets are a team that I think they should look into this, and it won't cost. I think it's a pick and a prospect or a pick and a good player. So if he's making $9 million per se, okay, and if the Spurs could be a great team. I think Portland's not there because Portland's already got Shaden, Anthony Simons, and Scoop. That's a logjam. Brooklyn, I think Cam Thomas and Jalen Green, the defense might not be there. But the Spurs are a team that they could go over here and be like, hey, we got a lot of, we got Zach Collins, we got a few guys, we got picks. Or Orlando could be like Gary Harris could shape him, or you could trade you Gary Harris. I think there are some teams out there that could benefit from it. Or a contending team like the Suns or Bucks could be like, dude, we'll take him. Here's Nas Little and Bol and whoever the heck you want. Do it. But I think you got to do a first round pick at least. If they want a first round pick.